Good morning, algebra students. This is Thursday, October 29th, I think. This should be your last video that you have to watch from me because if all goes well, I should be back tomorrow. Right now, we have to go over our homework from yesterday. Homework was on page 190. We had to do numbers 17, 21, and 35. So let me find the answers. Number 17 is k is greater than or equal to 1. K is greater than or equal to 1. Number 21 is z is less than 9. And number 35 is x is greater than or equal to -4. How about if I go ahead and just solve all three of these? Number 17 says 8 k minus 5. Actually, I'm looking at my book. Is that an 8 or a 3? Because somebody wrote in my book. I think it might be a 3. I'm going to go with 3. K minus 5 plus 9k is greater than or equal to -3. All right, I really hope that's a 3. Somebody's circled number 17 in my textbook, and so I kind of can't tell if it's a 3 or an 8, but I'm going with a 3 out here in front. Okay, first thing I'm going to have to do for this problem is I'm going to have to get rid of the parentheses by distributing. I need to give the 3 to the k and make it 3k. I need to write down this minus sign. Then I need to give the 3 to the 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Then I write down the rest of the problem. Plus 9k is greater than or equal to -3. My next step is going to be to combine like terms. I've got a k term here and a k term there. 3k's plus 9k makes 12k's. Then write down the rest of the problem. I have 12k minus 15 is greater than or equal to -3. Now I can solve this like a regular two-step equation. I need to see what's being done to k and do the opposite to both sides. They are subtracting 15, so I need to add 15 to both sides. The 15's cross off. I have 12k on the left, greater than or equal to -3 plus 15 is 12. You can check it on your calculator if you don't believe me. And then 12 is being multiplied by k, so I need to do the opposite and divide by 12. K is being multiplied by 12. I have to divide by 12 and get k on the left, 1 on the right. And do I flip the sign? No, I do not. I did not divide by a negative number. I divided by a positive number. That is the right answer. So this must have been a 3. Yay, I guessed right. So this is number 17. Next, let's do number 21. Oh my, number 21 says 30 is greater than 30 is greater than negative parenthesis 5z plus 15 end of parentheses plus 10z. Okay, first step is to get rid of these parentheses. I need to distribute this negative sign. Take the negative sign and give it to the 5z. That'll be -5z. Write down the plus sign. Then give the negative sign to the 15. That'll be -15. You have to give the negative sign to the 5z and to the 15. Then write down the rest of the problem. I have 30 is greater than all that stuff plus 10z. All right, now we have to combine like terms. I can put everything with a z together. If I have negative 5z plus 10z, I'll take negative 5 plus 10, that makes positive 5, and put a z next to it. Negative 5 plus 10 is positive 5. Put a z next to it. Then write down the rest of the problem. Plus negative 15 is greater than 30. Next step, I need to solve this two-step inequality. Z is being multiplied by 5, and they're adding a negative 15. They're adding a negative 15. The opposite of adding negative 15 is subtracting negative 15. Subtracting negative 15. Wait a second. What does subtract a negative make? A big plus sign. So subtracting a negative 15 is actually the same as adding 15. So we're really adding 15 to both sides of this inequality. On the right, negative 15 plus 15 makes 0. You have 5z by itself. You put the greater than sign down. 30 plus 15 is 45. Then z is being multiplied by 5. You have to do the opposite and divide by 5. Divide by 5. 5's cross off. Z, you've got your greater than sign, and you've got 9. I can't leave this as my answer, though. Our textbook insists that we flip this around and put z on the left is greater than, we have to flip the sign, don't we? Because when we put z over here and we put 9 over here, when we take z and put it on the left and 9 and put it on the right, we have to flip that sign. Instead of greater than, we need less than. So z is less than 9 is our final answer. We had to flip that sign at the end because we flipped the sides that the variable was on. Last one for our homework was number 35. Number 35 is negative 3, parentheses, x minus 3, is greater than or equal to 5 minus 4x. Okay, step 1 is to distribute. I need to get rid of these parentheses if I'm going to solve for x. So I need to distribute negative 3 times x, write down the minus sign, and then give the negative 3 to the 3. Negative 3 times 3 makes negative 9. And I know some of you noticed it already. I have minus a negative. That makes a big, gigantic plus sign. Go ahead and simplify it by making it a plus sign. Then write down the rest of the problem. My next step for solving this is I need to get all of the x's to be on one side. I've got negative 3x's over here and minus 4x's over there. It really doesn't matter what side you choose to put them on. I think I'm going to choose to put them on the left side so that when I'm done, x will be on the left side. So I will get rid of this one. They're subtracting 4x, so I have to add 4x to both sides. Let's see, there's my two sides. On the right, minus 4x plus 4x, cross off, and you have 5 all by itself. The sign stays the same way. On this side, minus 3x plus 4x is just 1x. And that is the same as just writing x. X and 1x are the same. write down this plus 9. So x plus 9 is greater than or equal to 5. They're adding 9. We are going to subtract 9 from both sides. The 9's cross off. I have x is greater than or equal to negative 4. 5 minus 9 is negative 4. That is our homework. For classwork today, you're going to be doing some problems in the workbook, and I'm going to pause the video just a second so I can grab my workbook. All right, algebra. We are on page 91 in our workbook. It's the same page we were on yesterday. Yesterday we did a few of these problems, and the day before we did a few of these problems. Today we're going to do all of the rest of them. We are on page 91. You are going to do them all. All the ones that are not finished on page 91, you're going to work on them now. Now, my 5th period class, 5th period, you guys may work in groups and you may choose your own groups, go find a spot in the room, work on all of these problems. When you're done and you're satisfied that you're done and you all agree on the answers, then you may turn to page 93. Page 93, that's the multiple choice page, and do some problems on there. My 4th period class, you are going to get into groups of 2 or 3, and I'm going to tell you who is in your group. So you are going to get with your partner and work on these problems together. And there's not going to be any complaining. There's not going to be any eye rolling. There's not going to be any, oh my gosh. If there is, you can just go ahead and take your book up to Miss Harris's office and work up there by yourself. Because I really want you to be able to sit together and talk with each other and work out some problems together. I want you to be able to talk to somebody and ask them for help, but I don't want any drama. I don't need any eye rolling or any attitude. So, 4th period, I would like Lacey, Braden, Gavin, and Yasmin to go find a place to sit together. Lacey, Braden, Gavin, Yasmin. Then I would like Cameron Kapler, Xander, Sarah, and Hadassah to go find a place to sit together and work. Cameron Kapler, Xander, Sarah, and Hadassah. The next group is JD, Kylie, and Julia. Go find a place to work together. JD, Kylie, and Julia. The next group is Bailey, Adela, and Riley. Bailey, Adela, and Riley. And the last group is Christian, Nick, and Brendan. Christian, Nick, and Brendan. My IL students today should be Zoe and Danny, and you two can chat together on the IL chat and talk with each other if you need some help. All right, you have pretty much the rest of the class to work on page 91, to do all of them, to compare answers with each other. If you really, truly cannot decide on an answer, you can come up to the tablet and ask me, and I will tell you who in your group got the right answer. Good luck, take your time, show some work, and do these right. And I will talk to you all later. There's no homework tonight, so you are just working on the workbook problems and agreeing on answers. And that's it for today. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully in person. Bye-bye.